of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
During the holidays, we often get a glimpse of what Christmas was like before modern times. But have you ever wondered what Christmas was like during the Revolutionary War? Well, Rafi Andonian is with us today to share what it would be like to spend Christmas with George Washington. Thank you for joining us.
Great time to be here for holidays, George Washington.
Yes.
I've been dreaming about a white Christmas.
There it is. All right, you are such a history buff, so tell us, what is the whole backstory here?
Well, George Washington did have a white Christmas in 1776. Funny enough, that song applies, even though it was a couple hundred years before. And what he did was he crossed the Delaware River. You may have seen the famous painting, you're seeing it on your screen right now, where he's crossing the Delaware River. That's a white Christmas. There's ice in the river, there's snow. He crosses on Christmas Day, 1776, surprises the British in a dark moment of the Revolution. Didn't look good for the revolutionary cause, but because he surprised them, they get a string of victories after that to turn around the revolutionary cause. So George Washington's work on Christmas Day literally helped save independence. Now, what's fascinating about that is years after that, when independence was won, he also turned in his commission as a Christmas gift to Congress just a couple days before Christmas in the 1780s, saying, I want to return the power that you gave to me as a military officer, which also set an important precedent for the United States. So Christmas and George Washington, really important in American history.
Fascinating. And tell us, what were some of the traditions and celebrations?
Well, let's say now you go to his home. This is an example of a dish that you would have. It's called a Yorkshire Christmas pie, or a Yorkshire pie. It's an English dish. This is actually George Washington's recipe that I brought in and made. You can find the recipe at noshingswithnicole.com. And this is how you would work this, because there are many accounts at his home of doing this. So you pop a little hole. This is like a chicken pot pie, but with bacon, pork, turkey, all kinds of meat in it. Because look at this. Now we're going to work the gravy in there. And it slowly works in there. And you can find that recipe and make it. It's straight out of George Washington's home. There are many accounts to it. Now what's important here is Christmas back then is they would actually have a lot of feasts, a lot of meat, like this has multiple animals in there. They'd have 2 courses, and that seems like not a lot, but each course had multiple parts. Each part had multiple dishes. And so as a result, they'd have 20 to 40 dishes as a part of their Christmas feast. This is the kind of stuff they did in the American Revolution. Virginians were copying English. And in England, the 12 days of Christmas, they would celebrate drinking with balls, masquerades, much feasting. This is the kind of Christmas that they had. New England didn't like that. Massachusetts actually banned Christmas, but the southern United States and Virginia, they copied the English and did this sort of thing. So you can actually have a taste of Christmas like you taste grandma, going back to American history, having a taste with the father of the country.
It's incredible. Well, thank you so much. Always just a wealth of knowledge. How fun. And I love this whole Christmas theme. Thank you so much for joining us as always. And stick around, because we got more news coming up after this.
Value Homes in Neosho is having an inventory reduction sale. Our